had the player, and then the armors, like for example helmet, had its own hitbox. So for example, this is the head hitbox, and the red one is the helmet hitbox. And then when you fire a bullet and that lands on the helmet had its own HP. Let's say 50 HP, and then your damage is 30, right? And then that would be like, so that will remove HP from the helmet. That will be 20, and then you will receive no damage. And
Right.
next time when you receive another what the helmet hits, pretty much. So 20 minus 30, negative 10. So the helmet will be destroyed completely, and then you will receive 10 damage to the head, which will be multiplied again by the headshot ratio.
Super
So
complicated.
well, the thing is, there was only two colliders we had. We had one chest collider and then one helmet, and each collider was unique per the armor you had. Well, the thing is, we were trying to make this. We decided something like this because at the time we were trying to make the game a bit a little more milsim. Back in probably 2 years ago when we decided this, but this introduced different problems such as sometimes because you're hitting the armor, the TK feels weird. Sometimes you kill somebody at 4 bullets, sometimes like 6 bullets, and then it generally made people shooting the legs much more like good idea, or like it just made a weird way to kill somebody much faster. So we were trying to fix this. How can we fix it? We tried to simplify it by, okay, let's say you have 100 HP, and then the armor just adds 20, 25, or I don't know, whatever the amount of durability it gives. So it's like you have 125 HP, pretty much, like the more standard armors. Well, the problem with this thing is we were thinking about this. Um, let's say you get into a firefight, you have 125 HP, 100 plus 25, and then you get into a firefight, now you have 100 HP, or whatever, you have like 80 HP, and then you balance yourself, heal yourself, you're back to 100, but you're not 125. You are now in disadvantage compared to someone just respawned recently. So to get that working, we have to introduce a way to repair your armors. Like what do you call? You have to repair your armors somehow, and it should be accessible as well. The thing is, you have to manage your bandages so you can heal yourself. You have to, like, let's say we introduce some way to repair your armor. Now you have to manage the armor and the HP at the same time, and we believe that the game is just too fast to manage two resources in a game like this. Like if this game was like a survival game where each lifetime is taking, I don't know, an hour, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, that would be okay. Manage your resources.
Right.
If it was I don't know, what do you call, like a PUBG or Apex, like a battle royale game, I guess, and that came in those games, like what do you call, it is like longer lifetime, like it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but in Battlebit it's likely to be 2 to 5 minutes or 10 minutes maximum if you are really being careful. Like the game is just generally too fast to manage these resources, so we just wanted, okay, it doesn't add up something to the game, it just makes it more confusing. We want to simplify it, and then we decided to make it that armors no longer affects your time to kill, or it actually doesn't affect anything in terms of what do you call HP. So
Yeah.
they don't have the any HP, they don't do any kind of they don't block any shots. They're purely cosmetic, and they only affect your what do you call, your loadouts.
Yeah.
So
They don't get shot off
well,
anymore either, do they?
yes,
The helmet
and then
and the body armor.
exactly. So because of that, we want to simplify and entire this thing. So what we're now doing is we are making base classes HP a little bit more different. So for example, support will be a little bit more. It will have a little bit more HP than the regular. This won't be extreme. We're not talking about extreme, like just a little bit, maybe one shot or two shot or something. But not extreme. Uh, so that you can just manage your entire HP with a single resource that you have to manage, which is bandage. You
Yep.
don't have to worry about armies and stuff.
Yep.
Um, So because of we're going to actually introduce now different HPs for each class, at least that's what we are planning right now. Now killing each player will feel different because now they have different HPs. Some of them will have 1x and the other will have different, a little bit more. Again, not extreme. We wanted to give you an idea about, okay, you're killing this player, how much time left to kill this player. Again, this is something optional. You can disable this from settings directly, but here's the example of it. So whenever you pretty much shoot at player, we are actually displaying a health bar on top of it, like this.
And that's only for enemy units that you shoot at.
Yes. You have to land the shots, and then the thing is, it fades out really fast. So it's only visible if you're landing the shots. Like if it's only when I land the shots and it fades out really fast. It's not visible behind walls or something. It's just there to tell you, hey, you progressed on killing this much. And so if the guy has a little more HP, or if you're using a bit more low damage weapon, you can definitely see how much you are progressing. And if you really don't like those, you can disable this from the settings. It's definitely there.
Yeah. Yep, definitely put that in the options. So
it's yeah.
If you want to be a little more immersed and don't see the HP bars, that's definitely going to be a setting as well. But I kind of like them, honestly. I didn't think I would at first.
Well,
Alright.
Someone like me who sometimes has very bad aim.
Well, I also feel like I'm going to see it and be like, oh, well, I got him down that far, rather than now being like, I had that dude dead to rights.
Yeah. It is not big too much. It's just there to give you an idea of how much left to pretty much kill the player. All right, moving on. TTK balance. So
yes, the best part of this whole
yes, we spent a good
segment.
amount of. All
Yep.
right. So on a TTK, what do you call? So our problem was TTK was just too fast to even react it or even figure out what's happening, or it felt like sometimes you could die in a single frame, which was too fast for what we really want. The thing is, personally, the team with us is like we are coming from games that we enjoy fast CTK. Like we find the fun from fast CTK. We don't like slow CTK in general because fast CTK is fun, but at the same time, right now it's too fast. We tried to find a balance between, okay, it's still fast, but it's not fast as before. So this is what we came up with, which is actually like a really good balance. So I'm gonna show you guys a very fast video we recorded before we did the TTK changes, where killing a player, how. So this is MP7. We used MP7 there for headshot. So this was killing a player with MP7 on the headshots. That's it. Blink of an eye. And okay, so this is 150 milliseconds, and the thing is, our human reaction time to visual is 250 milliseconds around. Of course, it depends on more by person.
Yeah.
So you visually understand what just happened in 250 milliseconds. And in the sound it's 150 milliseconds. So actually we are more reactive to. We have better reaction to sounds than visual. It's 150 milliseconds, but in visual it's 250 milliseconds. Then it takes another about 250 milliseconds, 200 milliseconds to decide and then actually apply it. So in general, someone getting shot and then realizing they got shot and deciding that they want to move on or fight back, and doing that takes roughly about 500 to 600 milliseconds. That is the time frame. And then this is 115 milliseconds. Crazy. This, like, from the victim's perspective, look at this.
Yeah, you have no idea what happened.
You don't tell me you even figure out you are getting shot. No, this is a single frame kill, pretty much. Well, the thing is, we don't want it this fast. This was not intentional. This was not something designed to think about. It just that time we were trying to make a fast CTK, and this became too much. So the new base of the TTK is we moved on roughly around 400 milliseconds. It looks like a 4 times more longer TTK, but bear me up because it's not that actually slow. Check this out. Yes, this is still very fast. That was 378 milliseconds by the way. It's roughly around 400 milliseconds. This is still really fast. Uh, if you still hit the guy, there you go. You grab them. It's just not 100 milliseconds. That's what we're talking about. You can now. I will show you guys from a frequency perspective in a bit. You can now at least see the bullets coming out to you. That's the difference. But if you grab the guy, if you catch them, there you go. You still got them. We don't want to have low TTK. This is roughly 400 milliseconds around it. So this is the TTK changes we have been talking about. Don't worry, I know some of you have been thinking we are making